So how you feeling, man? 17 in a row?
17 in a
How you
row.
feeling?
I will never do it again, but I did prove that we could. We all proved that we could. And now there's no more needing to ever do that again.
So next time 18 in a row? No.
No, never. No, never again. But I'm glad that if we were going to do 17 in a row, we had London at the end to look forward to because we knew it would be a good show. So it was kind of like that light at the end of the tunnel for us.
What would you say is the song you enjoy the most to play live at the moment?
I always love the one that I feel like fans go off the most for. And I mean, thankfully, like tonight, between Hate Me, New Reality, and One of Us, three of our new songs off Hard Reset, I feel like any of those I had so much fun tonight.
And what song would you pick to introduce the band to someone new?
To introduce the band, I think off our new record, I might say either Nocturnal Future or maybe One of Us. Either one of those, I think.
Can you describe each member of the band with one word?
Yep. Let me think. Bear. Fruit cup. And I'd say fireworks. I've never really been into metal.
I know.
Being into metal, if I had to pick, I'd say it was to be able to be in this band. But metal's not like my first love, or I think a lot of people love metal. The thing I loved about metal music when I joined it and what I learned to love is the crowd participation, the crowd surfing, the mosh pits, the circle pits, the people jumping, sweating, smelling like shit, and looking next to them and being like, oh, I'm standing next to someone new I've never met before now. So I love that part of it. And I love the live show. I would say the live show is the best part about metal.
What do you think is the biggest issue in the music industry, and how do you see it developing?
The biggest issue in the music industry, everyone takes advantage of artists who can. People who are in positions of power leverage that power against the creative and artistic values that artists have when they first start, and everyone's kind of naively green-eyed, we're just wanting to make music and hope that people get a chance to hear it. And I think people really take advantage of that on the business side. And then from fans' perspective nowadays, I mean, you've taken the value away from music as an art piece. No one has to buy your art anymore to receive it. And I think that's lowered people's value of it. And with shortened attention spans, with social media, with the access people have to musicians in particular, I think people feel very emboldened by anonymously being able to shit on things rather than being excited about things. I feel like
They don't appreciate it enough.
Yeah, I feel like the engagement factor goes up when you're talking about negative things, and you see that the news is all negative. It's that way for a reason. I think it's kind of a plague, a virus, if you will, and it's like people feed off that, and I don't like it. I don't feel that way myself. If I don't like something, if I hear it, I'm just move on and I focus on what I do like. But people love attention, and I think the feeling of entitlement has spread throughout social media and our music scene. And unfortunately, digitally speaking, a lot of people that are a minority sound very negative, whereas you come to the shows and it's a lot about the community. It's a lot about losing yourself in the moment. And I feel like as long as that can stay, a focus for the bands and the artists, people will still keep doing it. But I would hate to be a brand new band in 2024
because everyone is taking advantage of it.
Because you didn't get a chance to start. It's like me, I grew up in the 90s, so I played outside before cell phones and social media, and I'm so thankful for that. the next generation of musicians are never going to know what it's like to be able to play shows that you played a local show and people fell in love with your band, and then, you know, a national band played with you and they're like, actually, you guys are pretty sick, and they're like, you know, connecting. It's just not like that anymore. So I'm very grateful that we're in a band that is kind of like the 90s kids of musicians today, where we got to enjoy the outdoors and pre-social media, but we also understand and saw the shift happening real time in our careers.
So you would say that the social media is also an issue?
I mean, I think cell phones and social media, even though I'm on them and we all are, I think it's very addictive. I think it's mostly negative. Now there are positives because we get to be able to interact, you know, loved ones back home. Being on tour, being away, missing things is hard, but in general, I think being chronically online and social media is basically a disease. It's like pushing people towards what we used to believe was mental illness, and now it's just people's like mentalities and way of life, where they think that's how they're supposed to be, and it's not actually true. You know, nothing matters and everything matters. Come see the Word Alive, and I won't be so negative. We're just trying to have a good time on stage, honestly.
Thank you, man.
Yeah, of course.
Appreciate it.
Yep.
Please.
Yeah, I can do that.
Thank you very much.
He actually is a photographer as well.
All right. Everyone say the N-word.
Oh my god. That's wild.
Why is it counting down for so long? Wait, hold on. It was a timer. I didn't get the genuine laughs.
That's bits.
But pretend I didn't say it.
That was
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.